Today I'll test the extremities of this cordless work light sent to me by the kind folks at Avhrit. So full confession, I didn't pay for this light. This work light comes with a 5 amp hour battery, but it's also compatible with Makita power tool batteries. Without further delay, let's get started. In the box, there's a user manual, a power cord so you can use the light without needing batteries, a battery charger of the non-docking type, a 5 amp hour battery which is Makita compatible, shipped with about half charge. The charger plugs into the battery as shown. Finally, here's the light itself, color scheme of scarlet red on black. The corner surfaces are made of a rigid but cushioned material to protect both the light and whatever it comes in contact with. There's a neoprene handle on the top that unlatches to wrap it around pipes, tree branches, ropes, hood latches, and what have you. The art of light hanging knows no creative limits. There's also a keyhole in the back of the light to hang it like a picture, if that's how you roll. I'll be sure to include the Amazon link in the description, which clicking this link helps this channel with small commissions I earn from any purchase. Check the description for any discount codes that I post from the manufacturer. To install the battery, you have to remove a spring-loaded bar from the bottom of the light. And remember, what goes on in this light stays in this. I guess the bar is designed to keep the battery from falling out of the light, in turn protecting people below the light from being hideously disfigured from the falling battery. Although I don't believe that the work light was designed for storing the cord inside, you can get it in with the battery installed if you're as determined as I am. Get a hammer. And there it is. So you can store the cord in. At the bottom of the light, there is a neoprene trapdoor where you plug the power cord into the light. Most extension cords should work if you forget this cord at home. When you press the power button, the light comes on full brightness. Above the power button is a dimmer switch with 4 dimming options. If you hold the power button in for a second, it will turn one side off. And if you hold it for another second, it will swap. In theory, this should double the battery life. Under the power button, there's a red, yellow, and green battery life indicator LED. Another feature that I liked about the Avhrit LED work light is its ability to automatically switch from the 120-volt power cord to the battery power and vice versa with just a very short delay. This can come in handy when working on electrical circuits when the power needs to be turned off to work safely. The lights pivot 360 degrees as well as swing out to the side 180 degrees to direct the light to wherever you need it. Folded up, the light shines a full 360 degrees around to light up the entire area. They also can be folded upward like bunny ears if that's your thing. There is a USB and a USB Type-C charging port located on the side of the work light. And I had to check this with no battery in the unit and the unit plugged into the wall if it will charge the phone or not. And as you can see, it is charging the phone. So that's a good thing. We don't need a battery in it to use the charger. I took the work light for a brief walk outside to see how it lights up an area of my yard. I set the light on the ground and aimed it up into a white pine tree and thought it illuminated the branches pretty nicely. I tried all different dimming options, and it was in the single digits outside, so the initial test didn't last very long. I tried a couple different scenarios to test how long the light will last on a single charge, as well as how long it takes to fully charge the battery after being totally depleted. I got the bright idea to use a clock set at 12 to time the discharge while using a GoPro connected to a power cord to time-lapse the test as Gertrude and some pets stood guard. I let the battery discharge overnight while I slept. I will add that the temperature was very cold in my unheated studio, which may have affected battery life. The full brightness discharge in my cold studio lasted 1 hour and 34 minutes, approximately. I decided to do the remaining test in my heated house on my kitchen counter. The total charge time for the completely dead battery was 4 hours and 37 minutes, approximately. Next, I wanted to test the battery on the lowest brightness setting. I was actually pretty impressed that this light ran for a little over 9 hours on the lowest setting in an environment of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So next, after giving the battery another full charge, I plan to run the light again at full brightness in the warm environment to see if the battery life improves. And the test is complete, and the battery life had increased to 1 hour and 43 minutes at full brightness, so it was just 9 minutes longer than in the cold. I actually thought that this would have extended battery life a little more than that, but you can't have it all. Could this extra life possibly have came from the battery being more broke in? Let me know what you think in the comments. I think that it would be safe to assume that mathematically the battery life between brightest and dimmest could be calculated by adding roughly 2 hours to each division dimmer that you set the light, and you can likely double the battery life by shutting off one side. This is purely hypothesis, and I make no guarantee on the accuracy of this statement. My final thoughts are as follows. All in all, I thought that the light performed very well on all of the tests that were performed in this video. The light is very bright and versatile for aiming to get the light where you need it. I like that there's a cord to save battery life if power is available. The charging port is very handy to have. Being compatible with Makita batteries is a huge plus if you use Makita stuff, which I don't, but this isn't just about me. There really isn't much that I don't like about the Avhrit LED Worklight. I guess that if I could change one thing though, it would be to make the battery able to be charged while using the 120-volt power cord. While this seems petty, it would be one less thing to lose or get confused with other chargers. I would highly suggest marking this charger and all of your chargers like this for what tool they go to so they don't get mixed up. Please like, share, consider subscribing, and check out my other videos and playlists if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.